Ang topic ta is about rules of capitalization. Ang rule number 1, capitalize the first word of a sentence. For example, di dyan kala, basta sentence yun, dapat start nila sa capital letter. So, ang aton na kala is start na sa capital letter S. Rule number 2, capitalize the first word of a line of poetry. So, magsulat kita ka poem, dapat start kita na sa may capital letter ang first word of a line. For example, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Number 3, capitalize the first word of a direct quotation. So, ang direct quotation nyo is, for example, Auntie asked, where did you put the pot holders? So, ang atin nyo question, ang direct quotation na isusulat na sa may quotation mark man. Ang is, where did you put the pot holders? Dito na nag-start sa capital letter W. Ang rule number 4, capitalize proper nouns, such as the names of specific persons, places, or things. For example, is the Philippines. Kay ano tabay the real name nito na specific name. Ito na ang Christian Dior. Ano para kay specific name ta na kang brand. Louis Vuitton kag Pandora. For example, sa may person ngalan mo abi, syempre gasar sa capital letter man. Ang places or things. Ang 5th rule is capitalize proper adjectives. Adjectives formed from proper nouns. For example na ang Korean, Arabian, Catholic, Filipino, mga American. 6, capitalize names of specific organizations or institutions. For example, ang ANACA PSA means Philippine Statistics Authority. ANACA BFP, ang Bureau of Fire Protection, Commission on Higher Education, or ang CHED, Department of Agriculture, or DA. For example, other example is mga DRR, mga Number 7, capitalize days of the week, months of the year, holidays, and days of special observance. For example, ang days of the week, mga Sunday, then ang mga holidays, mga Labor Day, Christmas, Ash Wednesday, Holy Thursday, Good Friday. Rule number 8, capitalize names of the seasons only if they are personified. Magambali ko nga personified daw, gina-imitate na bala ang action kang tao ka. For example, ang spring swarm touch. Iti ang, syempre gina-imitate na ang action kang human being nga touch. Amora ta na, nag-start ta na sa may capital letter. Next is the winter's icy breath. Diyan ang breath, ano man nakatawo. Amara nga, nag-start na sa capital letter. Ang ano nga? Number 9, always capitalize languages but not other schools' subjects unless they are named specific courses. For example, mga English, French, Spanish, English 101, Economics 102. Ang rule number 10, capitalize references to the deity or deity and to the titles of holy books. For example, the God the Father, Supreme Being. Ang dapat siya ay may supunod sa unang nagda. The Holy Trinity, Bible, Genesis. 10, capitalize titles of people when they are followed by a name. For example, Attorney De La Cruz, President Aquino, Engineer Lopez, mga professions nila. 12, capitalize sections of a country but do not capitalize directions. For example, ang mga sections sa country may Midwest, Near East, South, North, mga. Pero kung directions ta na, hindi na ta na wait lang. Do not capitalize. Okay. Kaya ano ba ito na directions? Ba ito na I traveled west. Yan mo ang west na wala ito na capitalize. The sun rose in the east. Directions na yan. Mura. So, assessment na kita. Find and capitalize. Ikabasa dun kang instructions.
Find the word that needs to be capitalized and reconstruct the sentence.
So, sa number 1 natin, sa din siya karang ikaw, wala ka pa. So, din siya karang atin capitalize. Sige. So, number 2, ibasahan din.
He washed the car parts last night.
Diyan mo ta. Capitalize mo. Sige. Number 2.
The whole family have decided to go for a walk on Good Friday.
So, diin siya karang atin may capitalize. Next, number 3.
My grandfather is a Korean citizen.
Number 4, the Commission on Higher Education announced the suspension of class on Monday. Site, so din yung third. Last,
Mount Montgomery is the most visited tourist destination.
yes, kay proper. Yay! So, iwatan natin ang ating nga rules. Number 1, capitalize the first word of a sentence. Number 2, capitalize the first word of a line of poetry. Number 3, capitalize the first word of a direct quotation. Number 4, capitalize proper nouns. 5th, capitalize proper adjectives. Next is capitalize names of specific organizations or institutions. Number 7, capitalize days of the week, months of the year, holidays, and days of special observance. Number 8, capitalize names of the seasons only if they are personified. 9, always capitalize languages but not other school subjects unless they are names of specific courses. Number 10, capitalize references to the deity and to the titles of holy books. 11, capitalize titles of people when they are followed by a name. And 12, capitalize sections of a country but do not capitalize directions. So, amarang atin nga session 1. Ang atin nga, so ang session 2 ron kita talad, ang atin nga topic is about commonly misspelled words. Sige, basahan.
Absence, accommodate, acknowledgement, acquaintance, aisle, amateur, ambiguous,
Maya lang.
balloon, beginning, bibliography, biscuit, bizarre, gay, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Hindi na.
Right.
Wait lang. Bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie, boutique, broccoli, brochure, brooch, bruise, bureau, business, camaraderie, camouflage, carousel, chlorophyll, cockroach, colleague, cologne, column, committee, conscience, conscience, conscious, kernel,
No?
kernel,
Okay.
courageous, puissant, goose, crusade, cuisine,
Cuisine.
dengue, dinoma, dilemma,
Dilemma. Sige.
dysmenorrhea, entrepreneur, exhausted, Fahrenheit, fictitious, fire extinguisher,
Nagasugpon lang.
ha? Fire extinguisher, fluorescent gauge, ano ba?
Siya, gauge.
Gauge, ano ba?
Goose.
Goose, guarantee, here,
Oh, ear na. Ear.
here,
Na.
hierarchy, hygiene, indigenous, isosceles, judgment, lasagna, leisure, maneuver, nature, mischievous, Mississippi,
Yan.
mustache, nauseous, neighbor, nucleus, occasion, onomatopoeia, pamphlet, paradigm,
Paradigm.
penguin, black, possession, privilege, pursue, queer, questionnaire, quiet, wit,
Quiet.
quietly,
Okay.
receive,
Ano?
rendezvous,
Libat.
receipt,
Receipt.
receive, rendezvous,
Rendezvous.
reservoir, rhythm, south,
Saute.
saute, scissor, separate, ano,
Sage.
sage, subtle,
Subtle.
suicide, tableau, thesaurus, thorough,
Burrow.
thorough,
Yan.
tongue, vague,
Vague.
vague, weather, yate,
Natigil mo dyan?
yate.
So I have here the following spelling tips. So number 1 rules is learn the rules. Number 1 tips rather means to read. Please read.
Start to identify common patterns and combinations of letters so that you can begin to guess how a word might be spelled. Number 2, learn the exceptions to the rules. Once you learn a rule, make sure you also learn its exceptions. For example, an often quoted rule is I before E except after C. This is not universally applicable. However, so you need to learn the exceptions to avoid tripping up, such as weird and hard.
Number 3.
Crosswords and code words. Puzzles are a good way to make your brain work harder and improve your general knowledge. But they are also a good way to improve your spelling. Code words look similar to crosswords, but involve working out which numbers stand for what letters if you get the spelling wrong. In either a crossword or a code word, the other words won't fit. So it's a good idea to have dictionary besides you. Number 4, watch English television with subtitles. You can get better at spelling without even realizing it by learning while you're watching television in English. Simply switch the subtitles on you and you'll see how the words you're hearing should be spelled.
Sige pa tayo, no?
Ano naman?
Mnemonics.
Mnemonics. Memory aids or mnemonics are a useful way to help you remember trickier spellings. Although if you try to remember too many of them, you'll probably end up confusing yourself. When it comes to memory aids, the simple and more memorable, the better. For example, you could remember the word separate by reminding yourself that it has a rat in it. Break it down into syllables. We've already seen how to remember separate, but you could remember several by breaking it down into several. Number 7. Word of the day emails. Such emails are generally geared towards helping you learn from unusual words that most British people don't even know. But there are some dedicated to learners, such as this English Learner's Word of the Day from Merriam-Webster's, which teaches you the various meanings of words and the context in which they can be used as well as the spelling and pronunciation. Number 8. Keep a notebook of spellings. Every time you encounter a word you find difficult to spell, jot it down in a notebook. This gives you a quick reference guide of spellings you know that you personally find hard to remember, and it's probably going to be quicker than trying to find the word in a dictionary.
So, sa rule number 1, learn the rules, start to identify common patterns and combinations of letters so that you can begin to guess how a word might be spelled. Okay. Number 2, learn the exemption to the rules. So, for example, the kara is, open rule is I before E except after C. For example, sa may receive, kita mo ra nga, ang bala na nga, ano ra, alis din man da. Diba, ang mag-spelling ka ka-receive, mura diba? Gauna, basta i gani except after, basta gani nga, ang spelling na is C jara, dapat ang kasunod sa C is letter E gid. For example, sa may ano man, ano spelling ka receive? Ganito ka gina ang receipt. Na, for example, jara, sa receipt, ang letter C, ginasundan na nakang letter E. Na, crosswords and code words. Basta mo na sa may mga puzzles karay. Watch English television with subtitles. For example, mga K-drama, C-drama, mga Thai na mnemonics. Ang tarandaan mo dyan mnemonics. For example, yung sa separate. Basta mabalik ang word na separate, nidabdaman ang word nga rat. Break it down into syllables. Tapos sarasaraan mo ito na nga mga syllables. Word of the day emails and word of the day emails kala daw ang mga word ba lang nga na-encounter mo sa adlaw nga daw hindi mo ito na familiar. Tandaan mo. Keep a notebook of spellings. So, may mga collection ka kung mga spellings dyan. May mga meaning. So, sa atin nga session 3, atin ito na paidang abbreviation. So, basahabi ang what is abbreviation?
An abbreviation is a shortened form of a written word or phrase. Abbreviation may be used to save space and time, to avoid repetition of long words and phrases, or simply to conform to conventional usage. Abbreviations and acronyms are shortened forms of the words or phrases. They assist in making manuscripts easy to read and understand. Additionally, they help in meeting the strict word count targets, avoiding the repetition of words, thereby making the text easy to read.
So, what is acronym?
An acronym is a word created by combining the first letter of syllable of each word and phrase to create a new single word.
For example, tanang abbreviations, mga AD, AM, PM. Pero magambalik ko ka acronym, daw ano tanara may meaning. For example, fanboys. Acronym tanara, stand for and, nor, but, para acronym tanara. First letter kang word. So, I have here the commonly used abbreviations. May mga may makita ang mga abbreviation. Sa Latin abbreviation, amorang AD, meaning na is Anno
Domini.
Ang AM,
Anti-meridian.
ang PM,
Post-meridian.
CV,
Curriculum vitae,
ang EG is,
for example,
and
etc. That
IE stand for.
is.
So, ang abbreviations related to names. Murja, DR,
Doctor.
yeah. Ang HON,
Honorable.
ang MR stand for.
Mister.
MRS stand for
Mrs.
Prof.
Professor.
SR.
Senior.
JR.
Junior.
And the
Only.
then
Assistant.
abbreviations related to grammar. Pagid kita. Ano siya? ABBR stand for
Abbreviation.
ADJ,
Adjective.
ADV.
Adverb.
So, kalabanan, dyan naman na ginabal sa may first syllable. Next is OBJ.
Objective.
Objective. Prep.
Preposition.
Preposition. P kag L.
Plural.
Sing is
Singular.
na dyan naman. Malaman sa mga grammar nga mag common gawa. Next is the acronyms of education. Amora dyan ang mga MAED, BA, BA, BS. Dyan. BA stand for
Bachelor of Arts.
BS,
Bachelor of Science.
MA,
Master of Arts.
MBA,
Master of Business
ang
Administration.
MD,
Medicine Doctor.
PhD.
Doctor of Philosophy.
Yes. Next na to is mga computer related. Acronym lang to na dyan. Diyan kita sa acronym. AI stand for
Artificial Intelligence.
VR stand for
Virtual Reality.
GIF,
Graphic Interchange Format.
GB,
Gigabyte.
HTTP,
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
JPEG,
Joint Photographic Experts Group.
KB is,
Kilobytes.
MB is,
Megabytes.
MP3.
Motion Pictures Experts Group Layer.
So, dyan kita sa atin nga assessment. Complete the following abbreviations and acronyms. Select ito. For example, sige lang, sulat lang eh.
Adverb. Ano dyan?
Virtual reality. Example. Dyan ang assessment. Session 4 natin, ang atin nga topic is ang ano dyan? Basic rules of grammar. Ang first rule natin is the subject-verb agreement. The subject and verb in a sentence must agree in number. For example, kung singular ang imong mga subject, dapat ang imong mga verb kara is singular. Kung plural ang subject mo, plural man ang verb. If the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. For example, she writes every day. Singular ta na kay she is, amo dyan subject, sara lang ta na. Then ang verb is writes, singular man na. Example, they write every day. Plural, subject is plural, kang ang verb na is plural verb man. Number 2, proper use of tenses. Tenses show the time of action. There are 3 basic tenses. For example, the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. Each has a perfect form, indicating completed action. A progressive form, indicating ongoing action, and a perfect progressive form indicating ongoing action that will be completed at some definite time. Progressive ta na kadya completed ran. A perfect form indicating completed. So it means ang perfect form kadya Tapos run. Ang progressive, amura during. Then, ang perfect progressive, amurang daw futuristic ka na. For example, I write. I write. Di. Present ta na kay I write. Gisulat ka na ta na. Then, I wrote. Nagsulat ta na. Past tense. And next is, I will write. Masulat pa lang ta na. Number 3 is correct use of pronouns. Pronouns stand in for nouns. They must agree with the noun they represent in number, gender, and case. For example, mga she, he, them, they. For example, if a man has done his duty, he should be content. Jakarang anang subject is man. Man, sara lang. So, ang anang pronoun is he. Number 4, sentence structure. A complete sentence must have at minimum 3 things. For example, a subject, dapat may subject na, may verb, and an object. The subject is typically a noun or pronoun. The verb is the action, and the subject, action wherein, what is the subject? Action, the subject is doing. And the object is having the action done to it. For example, she. She is the subject, read is the verb, and the book is the object. She read the book. Proper use of adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives describe the nouns and pronouns. Basta ang adjective, ang ginadescribe na lang is noun and pronouns lang. While ang adverbs na mag-modify ta na kang verbs, adjectives, and another adverbs. For example, she is a quick runner. Quick runner, quick kay ginamodify na ang noun. So, ano tana is? Verb tana. Verb. Next, she runs quickly. Adverb kay ginamodify na ang ano gala? Verb. Verb nga runs. Runs quickly. Samuro dun. Now, let's assess your understanding with a few questions. Kita mo dyan kara, ang verb is quick, di ba? Na. Tapos dyan kara, may verb, ay may ano kita, may subject, may verb, kag may adverb. Ginamodify na ang verb nga run sa wala nag quickly ta na. Correct. So, dyan kita ma-add to sa my assessment. Gets mo rin doon? Ha? May question pa ikaw? Right. Number 1, correct the following sentence. They enjoys playing football. So, sa pamatyag mo, sa din siya karang sala.
Enjoys.
Enjoys. Dapat na maano lang? Enjoy lang. Kay si they, plural ta na. Plural subject. Dapat ma-plural verb man. Choose the correct verb for the sentence. She is or are a good singer.
Is.
Yes, is. Pare, singular, singular. Number 3, fill in the blank with the correct pronoun. Each of the boys did blank homework.
There.
Each of the boys did their
Homework.
yes, there. Number 4, correct the sentence structure. Running around the park, the dog. I-arrange mo kano ang mga words nga may sakto tanang sentence. What do you think?
The dog running around the park.
Yes. The dog running around the park. Number 5, choose the correct word. She runs quick or quickly.
Quickly.
Yes, kay may verb. Thank you. Tapos then session 5. Saan ba?
Title: The Lost Key. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Emily. She was known for her curiosity and love for books. One day, while exploring the attic of her old house, Emily stumbled upon a dusty old key. Intrigued by its mysterious appearance, she decided to embark on a quest to find its purpose. Emily began her journey by visiting the village library. She spent hours reading through ancient books searching for any mention of a key that resembled the one she had found. Finally, she came across a book that spoke of a hidden treasure guarded by a mythical creature. Determined to solve the mystery, Emily set off to find the hidden treasure. She followed the clues mentioned in the book and ventured into a deep forest. Along the way, she encountered various challenges and obstacles. She had to solve riddles across treacherous paths and face her fears. As family persevered through each challenge, she learned valuable lessons that about courage, resilience, and the importance of never giving up. She discovered that the key she found was not just a physical object, but a symbol of her own inner strength and determination. After days of searching, Emily finally reached the location mentioned in the book. There, she encountered the mythical creature guarding the treasure. Instead of being fierce monster, the creature turned out to be a wise and kind-hearted being. It praised Emily for her bravery and rewarded her with the treasure, a book containing ancient wisdom and knowledge. Emily returned to the village with the treasure and shared her incredible journey with the villagers. The lessons she learned and the wisdom she gained inspired everyone around her. The village level became a hub of knowledge and exploration, with people seeking to unlock their own potential just like Emily had done.
Diyan kita sa assessment. Answeran mo ha? It is a captivating literary story that teaches valuable lessons to readers. It emphasizes the importance of curiosity, perseverance, and courage in the face of challenges. The story encourages readers to explore their own potential and never give up on their dreams. So, ano dyan ang story?
The Lost Key.
The protagonist serves as a role model for young readers, showcasing the qualities of determination and resilience. Through her journey, readers learn that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. The story also highlights the significance of knowledge and the transformative power of books. Sino Otto Kagina ang protagonista at ng story?
Si Emily.
Okay. Can be used as a tool for teaching various lessons in the classroom. It promotes critical thinking skills through the solving of riddles and challenges. It also encourages discussions on themes such as bravery, resilience, and the importance of lifelong learning.
Book, The Lost Key.
So overall, The Lost Key is a thought-provoking literary story that combines adventure, wisdom, and inspiration. It provides an engaging platform for both enjoyment and learning, making it a valuable resource. Okay, that's all.
Ano ang sabi ka? Ano ka?